Let's talk about wellness interventions. So, nursing interventions under wellness. So, older adults often face unique health challenges, di ba? Due to physiological changes, due to chronic diseases, due to social factors. So, tayong mga nurses, we play a very important role in providing comprehensive care to address these issues and promote optimal well-being. So, itong discussion natin dito will explore various nursing interventions which tailored to the specific problems encountered by older persons, focusing on areas that support wellness, which include nutrition or nutrition support, activity and exercise, stress management, comfort, and pain management. Okay, simulan natin dun sa nutrition support. Under assessment, we evaluate nutritional status using tools such as yung mini nutritional assessment or MNA or yung SGA or the subjective global assessment. So we assess factors affecting appetite such as dental problems, yung swallowing difficulties nila, and possibly yung side effects ng medication. So paano ang interventions natin dito? We can provide small frequent meals and snacks to encourage intake. We offer visually appealing and flavorful foods, parang nagpapakain na tayo ng bata. And we can consider dietary modifications based on individual needs. Kailangan ba nila ng mga soft meal lang, pureed, or thickened diets? Okay? Collaborate with mga nutritionists or dietitians if they require specialized meal plan. Monitor weight gain, weight loss, or weight gain regularly. So, alam natin if we can adjust our interventions as needed. Now, under activity and exercise, ang assessment natin should focus on evaluating functional abilities which will include balance or yung gait, strength, and endurance. We assess any limitations or contraindications to exercise. What will be our interventions under activity and exercise? We can encourage regular physical activity tailored to individual activities and preferences. We provide guidance on safe exercise techniques and strategies to prevent yung mga injuries at saka yung mga common sa kanila yung falls. We can also facilitate group exercise classes or activities to promote social engagement. Okay? We can assist also them with ambulation and mobility aids such as if they need, okay, such as yung mga cane or crutches. And we monitor for signs of fatigue or overexertion. Kasi baka mamaya, yung activity and exercise na pinoprovide natin sa kanila is no longer appropriate based on their functional abilities. Okay. Now, wellness interventions under stress management, under assessment. First of all, we identify sources of stress. Tingnan natin, baka may pain ba yan, chronic pain ba yan, financial difficulties ba yan, or financial worries, or is the patient or is the older person experiencing social isolation. We can also evaluate coping mechanisms and emotional well-being. Now, under interventions, we can teach relaxation techniques. Pwedeng mag-deep breathing, pwedeng mag-meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation. We can also encourage social interaction and support groups. We can also provide education on stress management strategies and yung coping skills nila or coping strategies. We can collaborate with mental health professionals if tingin natin meron talagang need. Now, interventions under comfort and pain, syempre yung assessment natin dyan, yung intensity, location, quality, using yung pain scale natin, yung 1 to 10. Another intervention natin sa comfort and pain, yung we identify factors that contribute to the exacerbation or alleviation of pain. So, sa interventions natin, implement non-pharmacological pain management techniques such as heat, cold, massage, or positioning. We can also administer prescribed pain medications according to orders, doctor's order. Monitor for side effects of pain medications and adjust dosage as needed. Provide emotional support and reassurance to alleviate pain related to anxiety. So, if we implement these nursing interventions, we can improve the quality of life of older adults by addressing nutrition, activity, stress, comfort, and weight management, okay, in the promotion of wellness and preventing complications associated with aging. We can provide a holistic approach that considers the individual needs and preferences of older adults that is essential in providing effective and compassionate care to them. Now, nursing interventions for specific problem of older persons. First of all, in supporting physiologic functions. Okay. So, older adults often experience unique health challenges that impact their physiologic functioning. Tayong nurses, we play a very important role in providing interventions to address these problems and promote optimal well-being. So, in this discussion, we will explore various nursing interventions that is focused on supporting physiologic functioning in older persons, including activity and exercise, nutrition support, respiratory management, tissue perfusion, electrolyte and acid-base balance management, skin, wound management, and physical comfort promotion. Okay. Simulan natin sa activity and exercise. So, ano yung nursing interventions natin? Again, mag-start tayo parate sa assessment, ha? So, we will evaluate functional abilities, including balance, yung strength, and endurance. We also assess any limitations or contraindications to exercise kasi we might be promoting activity and exercise, contraindicated pala yun. So, importante din na malaman natin if there are contraindications. Now, for the intervention, we encourage regular physical activity that is tailored to individual abilities and preferences. We can provide guidance on safe exercise techniques and strategies to prevent falls. Facilitate group exercise in classes or activities to promote social engagement. We can also assist with ambulation and mobility aids if they need. So we monitor for signs of fatigue or overexertion kasi nga physical activity. Now, under nutrition support, anong i-assess natin? Yung kanilang, we evaluate nutritional status using a tool, yung MNA. Again, yung mini nutritional assessment or subjective global assessment or yung SGA. We assess factors which can affect yung appetite nila. Posibleng because of dental problems, meron silang swallowing difficulties, and effects again of yung mga medications. So, anong interventions natin? Pag nakita natin itong mga na-identified natin itong mga challenges na to, we can provide small frequent meals and snacks to encourage intake. Again, offer visually appealing and flavorful foods para mga bata. Consider dietary modifications based on individual needs, yung mga soft meal, mga pureed. Collaborate with nutritionists kapag kakailangan na ng special meal plan. And monitor natin yung weight regularly so that we can adjust our interventions as needed. Now, under respiratory management, anong i-assess natin? Siyempre, respiratory rate, yung rhythm, yung depth, at saka yung effort during inhalation and exhalation. We assess for lung sounds, for crackles, wheezes, or bronchi. Assess oxygen saturation levels. So, what will be our interventions? We can encourage deep breathing exercise and coughing techniques. We can position patient to optimize lung expansion like yung sitting upright. And we can administer oxygen therapy only as prescribed. We monitor for signs of respiratory distress and notify the attending physicians immediately. Now, under tissue perfusion management, our assessment will be focused on peripheral pulses, skin color, temperature, yung mga capillary refill time. Okay? We also evaluate blood pressure and heart rate. So our interventions encourage adequate hydration to maintain blood volume, monitor for signs of peripheral vascular disease and notify the attending physician kung may mga abnormalities kayo na na-identify. Siyempre, again, assist with ablation to improve circulation. Administer medication, pero ito, dependent ito kasi only as prescribed. especially if it is intended to manage blood pressure or yung blood flow. Now, for electrolyte and acid-base balance management, under assessment, we monitor electrolyte levels, yung mga sodium, potassium chloride, bicarbonate, and we assess acid-base using arterial blood gas analysis. So, our interventions, we administer fluid and electrolyte as prescribed to maintain balance. Monitor for signs of electrolyte imbalance like meron na bang presence of muscle weakness, may arrhythmias na siya, nagkaka-experience na ba siya ng confusion. Okay? So again, collaborate with other healthcare provider if kailangan nating mag-adjust ng ating management or treatment. Now, skin and wound management, syempre, sa assessment natin, we inspect skin for redness, breakdown, or pressure ulcers. We assess wound appearance, size, and drainage. So, what will be our interventions? Yung turning and repositioning the patient frequently para ma-prevent natin yung pressure sores or pressure ulcer. We maintain skin hygiene and keep the area clean and dry. Bakit kailangan dry? Kasi gustong-gusto ng bacteria yung wet environment. We apply appropriate dressings and wound care products, monitor for signs of infection, and notify again attending physician immediately kapag meron kayong na-detect na early sign of infection. While promotion of physical comfort, we assess pain intensity, location, and quality using appropriate pain scale, yung 1 to 10. And we can also identify factors that exacerbate or alleviate the pain. What will be our intervention? Siyempre, non-pharmacological pain management lang tayo. Heat cold massage, positioning, di ba? Pag sa medication naman, we can only administer if prescribed. Okay, monitor for side effects of pain medication so that we can report the adjustments or the need for adjustments. Provide emotional support and reassurance to alleviate pain related to anxiety. So again, pagka na-address natin itong mga physiologic function needs ng older adults, clients natin, we can significantly help improve the quality of life. So yung comprehensive approach natin that considers the individual needs and preferences of older person ay napaka-importante in providing effective and compassionate care to older clients.